Hello everyone, welcome to the Voice of the Fan. Today I'm going to carry out two very interesting exercises which all of you will enjoy. First, I'm going to talk about the ranking of different countries playing cricket according to the number of world trophies they have won, both in men's and women's cricket. And then I'm going to take up a slightly controversial issue, which is that who is the GOAT, greatest of all time in cricket, according to me. So let's begin. First, men's cricket, the rank of countries according to the number of world trophies they have won. It's a surprise that it's not Australia, but it's joint winner, Australia and India, at the top. Both have won 10 world trophies in men's cricket so far. For Australia, they have won 5 ODI World Cups, 1987, 99, 2003, 2007, and the Home World Cup in 2015. They are the only team to have won like hat trick of World Cups back to back, 99, 2003 and 2007. They haven't won T20 World Cup, but they have 3 under-19 World Cups and they have 2 Champions Trophies in 2006 and 2009. So Australia with 10 trophies are jointly at the top with India. Incidentally, India also has 10 world trophies. India have won 2 ODI World Cups, 1983, 2011, T20 World Cup in 2007, ICC Champions Trophy in 2002. They were joint winners with Sri Lanka, and in 2013. Total 5. And then they had the World Championship of Cricket in 1985, as well as 4 ICC Under-19 World Cups. They are the country with most Under-19 World Cups. Now, let's see who is at the third position. India and Australia are at joint top. Then let's see who is at the third position. At the third position is West Indies with 6 world trophies. They have first two back-to-back ODI World Cups, 75 and 79. They have a Champions Trophy, an Under-19 World Cup, and also, who can forget, the 2 T20 World Cups, 2012 and 2016. After West Indies, at number 4 is Pakistan with 5 men's world trophies in cricket. For Pakistan, they have 1 ODI World Cup in 92, the T20 World Cup in 2009, and they have the ICC Champions Trophy, the recent one in 2017. Also, they have 2 back-to-back Under-19 World Cups, 2004 and 2006. They're the only team to win back-to-back Under-19 World Cups. Let's see who comes after Pakistan. At number 5 is Sri Lanka with 3 ICC trophies. Sri Lanka has won ICC T20 World Cup. They have won, in T20 World Cup in 2014. They won the ODI World Cup in 96, and they are also the joint Champions Trophy winner with India in 2002. You'll be surprised to know that South Africa also has 2 ICC trophies. They won the first ICC knockout in 98, and they won one Under-19 World Cup. New Zealand has 1 ICC trophy, which is they won in the ICC knockout, the second one in 2000. Also, I missed another country, which is England. They have also won a couple of ICC trophies. They have won the ICC T20 World Cup in 2010, where Peterson was on his full swan song. And they won the recent ODI World Cup 2019. Of course, it's a bit controversial winning on the count of number of boundaries. Anyhow, and very recently, there was a new team which joined the list of these winners of ICC trophies, which is Bangladesh. They won their first ICC men's trophy, which is the Under-19 World Cup of 2020. So, total 9 countries so far have been able to win the ICC trophies in the order as I mentioned. Now, let's look at in women's cricket. In women's cricket, only 4 nations have won the ICC trophy so far, and Australia is by far the winner by a huge margin. They are totally dominant in women's cricket with England, of course. Australia have 11 ICC trophies, 6 women's ODI World Cup and 5 women's T20 World Cup. At distant second is England with 4 ODI World Cups and 1 T20 World Cup. And then New Zealand have won 1 ODI World Cup and West Indies won 1 T20 World Cup. That's about it in women's cricket. Other teams haven't been able to win so far. So in women's cricket, in terms of world trophies, Australia runaway winners. with England a distant second, as I mentioned. Now, let me come to my second interesting discussion today, which is who is the greatest of all time, GOAT, in world cricket. There are plenty of names. Cricket has a rich and long history, especially the Test cricket. We have people ranging from Sir Donald Bradman to Virat Kohli currently, and people have variety of opinions. And I would say that everyone is right in their own place, whoever thinks, because we have so many great players and surely we cannot compare. But I'm just going to share my opinion with few points. In my opinion, definitely, Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar is the greatest of all time. And people put different opinions, different points in favor of Tendulkar. Of course, the first and the only person to have 100 international hundreds. Nobody could ever imagine that before. His sheer longevity in the game, 200 test matches, I don't think anybody is ever going to play so much over 24 years and so many test matches ever. These are certain points given by people with average around 50 in both formats for such a long time. Even in T20 and IPL, he really did a great job, while he performed and scored hundreds and with great average in every nation in the world. So which are the points in his favor compared to someone, say Sir Donald Bradman, who only played in England and Australia? But who knows, if there was other format and he would have played in other countries, he might have succeeded as well. In terms of the average, definitely Bradman, no one can touch him. Now, these are certain points people say. Maybe Virat Kohli, currently who has 70 international hundreds, might break some of the records of Sachin. But in the long run, I would just give a couple of points which is usually missed by people when they determine the greatest of all time. They talk about Kallis having records in both batting and bowling. But in batting, Sachin is way ahead of Kallis. But when it comes to bowling, this is one thing I would like to mention, which many people forget, that Sachin used to be a match winner for many years in the beginning of his career with his bowling as well. He has 200 international wickets, 154 in ODIs and 46 in Test, with a decent average and strike rate, especially in ODIs. He has given many match-winning performances, including the Kolkata Test, Hero ODI Cup semi-final in South Africa, and he has won India matches by his bowling only. Later on, due to the injury, he had a lot of injuries, freak injuries like tennis elbow, he had to give up bowling. But in whole 90s, he used to be a super bowler, and he used to give do very good leg spin. I remember I read a quote that Anil Kumble once said that the only person who is threatening his place in the team was Sachin Tendulkar with his leg spin. He had leg spin, googly, flipper, everything. Not only that, he could ball off spin, he could swing the ball as well with his medium pacers. So something which people neglect about the genius of Sachin Tendulkar is his bowling credentials and the way he won matches by his sheer bowling in 90s for India. Many matches. That's one point. And the second and one of the most important point I would like to say is Sachin Tendulkar, God of cricket as we all say, is kind of someone who became the greatest ambassador the game has ever seen. Just like Roger Federer is the ambassador for tennis. People know tennis in countries where it is not so popular by the name of Federer. Similarly, people know cricket with the name of Sachin Tendulkar in many countries where people do not know about cricket. And he has inspired generations. He has inspired, even Virat Kohli would not have started to play cricket if there was no Sachin Tendulkar. And he's the one who set the benchmark in every possible batting records or in general cricket. So I rest my case in this, and in my opinion, doesn't matter how many centuries Kohli or anybody makes in future, Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar is the GOAT, that is the greatest of all time in cricket. I hope you enjoyed my video. Thanks for listening. Like, share, subscribe, and keep supporting. Thank you.